investor behavior is probably the single biggest reason for wealth destruction in the world.
So client behavior ultimately makes or breaks the plan. You can have bad plans that actually turn out quite well because the clients behave better than expected. And you can have brilliant plans that fail because the clients do the wrong thing. Client behavior is what the client does with the advice and the planning and the investments we give them.
Yeah, no, so client behavior is something that's our job to manage.
We talk about, it's so funny, clients walk into our office and thinking we're going to talk a lot of technical investment terms, index and alpha and gamma and beta. And actually we start talking to them about behavioral finance and they say, what's that? And we say, well, that's your emotion of investing. Well, I'm fine. That's what affects other people.
Money is very emotional for people, there's no doubt about it, and it triggers different emotions in different people. So an important part of the conversations, part of the relationship, part of the understanding the client is understanding their relationship with money.
So it's very difficult to manage emotions, expectations. You have to talk about it.
And that's a key aspect or element, I think, that we as advisors bring to clients, is of helping them avoid making bad decisions. And bad decisions are often driven by emotion.
Which brings us to, if I may, a lot of the obviously bad client behavior you can see coming. Because there are decades of academic literature in financial planning that says this is what clients do badly. And it's human stuff. They get scared, so they get out of the market. They get greedy, so they take too much income. They get lazy, so they don't save enough. Those are human characteristics. There's nothing wrong with that. And our job as your partner is to work with you around your fear, your greed, your laziness, to get the thing you want.
Everyone at Amiga Capital also suffers from these emotional biases, fear, greed.
So that's emotional investing. That's, well, sell, 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 buy, buy, buy.
Market's making money. I must make more money. Market's down. Oh, I'm scared. I must change.
We don't know what the market's going to do tomorrow. No one knows. Invest today and the market crashes tomorrow. The worst thing you could do is get out. Because once you've capitalized the loss, it's impossible to make it up.
So client behavior is something that's quite well researched. There's a company called Delbar who do a survey, I think they do it annually, where they chart the performance of markets around the world. And then next to it, they chart what the average investor gets. And it's typically about half of what the market delivers over time. And that is called the behavior gap.
Clients invest for the long term, and then they don't. Then the first volatile market movement happens, and they get scared, which is human and real, and they want to take action, because taking action makes them feel better. So they do something. What is the logical thing to do? They get out.
To talk through when the market crashes, those are difficult conversations, and I'm going to tell you to not do anything. And then I'm going to say, trust me. And that trust we should have built over time.
And the key thing for us as advisors is to step away from the emotion.
Because if you look at the chaotic nature of the world and investment markets, it's quite daunting. But there are rules to investing. So for example, if you throw an apple up, it comes down at a certain rate. It's just a law. True of investing as well is if you look through the cycle and you take a long-term time horizon, things tend to happen at a certain rate, despite the volatility in the background.
And if you look at all the successful investors in the world, one thing they've done is they've just stuck to their guns. They just went through the ups and downs and they've made money.
I mean, I suppose you are asking the client to let go. I mean, you're asking the client to trust you. And it's not about that they don't trust us. It's just this is how they've done it all their years, and they're not going to change.
We want clients to see us as partners. Our value proposition is we partner with you in life and money decisions. So see us as a partner.
And we look for some like-mindedness in clients. So we don't want to be all things to all people. You can't be all things to all people.
You know, there are some people, if you say to them, I would like to partner with you, to help you achieve the things that are important to you, to help you understand those things, and then to help you achieve those things. Some clients will just laugh you out the room and say, that's not what I want. I want the complicated upside offshore structure that inverts to the offshore company so SARS doesn't know where my money is and all my children get all my millions without any estate duty, and I want the best performing hedge fund last year and every year. Sorry, mate. I don't think you're for us.
You are able to choose who you want to do business with or not. I'm looking to build a long-term relationship or have a long-term relationship potentially with the client. So there needs to be a personal connection.
A client who shares similar values as us.
It's easy to say, I must be able to trust my planner. I mean, I think we'd agree that if you can't trust your financial planner, something's wrong. But the planner must trust the client.
It just makes the whole relationship and dealing with the client that much easier.